Now, when Nick and Sami met, they became friends real quickly. But not the boring kind of friendship. No, not. This was the kind of friendship that was full of inside jokes, late night hangouts, and a lot of flirting. Honestly, it was so obvious that sparks were flying between the two of them that even their teammates were like, guys, come on, just date already. But here's the problem. Nick apparently thought flirting was a 5-year plan. He was running what could have been the slowest offensive play in history. So finally, Sami decided, yo, enough is enough. So Sami made the first move, and from that moment, everything changed between the two of them. Sami said that she respects how Nick stays true to his values and will choose to be kind even if others wouldn't in the same circumstance. Sami respects Nick's persistence and patience and dedication to her. Nick, never lose that. Nick said that he loves Sami's character and conviction to be honest no matter what. He loves how she is not the type of person to ever take shortcuts in anything, because if it's worth doing with excellence. Nick also added that he loves how she would do anything for the people that she loves and cares about most.
Yeah.
Living the dream until we feel the whole falling down. If I could, oh no, if I could throw it away, if I could, don't you know, if I could. Every day you wait to stop it all. You're just waiting until it all works out. The more you wait, you won't be the one you've always dreamed about. If I could, oh no, if I could go away, if I could, don't you know, if I
If you know Sami, you know she hates standing up here and doing stuff like this. But this being the night that it is, she's actually prepared something herself as well.
Thank you for coming.
All right. You're Planet Girl, ladies and gentlemen. We love you all. Thank you.
this off by saying, Sami is one of the most caring, loyal, genuine, and empathetic human beings I've ever known. She is someone I've always looked up to, even though she's only maybe 10 seconds older than me. Growing up, Sami had this amazing ability to connect with everyone and truly see them. Once you were in her circle, she would protect you with everything she had. Now as kids, it wasn't always rainbows and butterflies. I used to think we were total opposites. We fought a lot and had screaming matches that sometimes got physical. I would just go hide one of her favorite things and wait for the chaos. She'd eventually hunt me down, make me tell her where it was, and then we'd end up talking through whatever we were mad about. So Nick, pro tip, if things ever get heated, just go hide her stuff. Trust me, it works.
All right, so she's a prankster like me. She got that from me. My wife reminds me of that. She got it from you. We found, at a young age, plastics wrap on toilets, Vaseline on the car handles.
Now, when I met Nick, it was very clear that this would be a great guy for Sami. He can quote every single line from all of her favorite TV shows, but the one thing about Nick that makes him the perfect partner for Sami is that he can take a joke. A couple of weeks ago, Sami told Nick that the gate keypad mechanism in front of the Herrick's house had been upgraded to be voice activated, and that he would have to yell the gate code out loud to unlock the gate. So Nick bought it, and he yelled the gate code out loud just into the abyss. Sami then laughed for the next 2 weeks and told every person she knew. I'm sure you guys have heard this story.
Nick and I are about 10 years apart, which gave us a very unique relationship growing up. And in many ways, I was like another parent to him. Especially when it came to monitoring his Mountain Dew intake. Growing up, I didn't fully realize how much Nick looked up to me. For instance, many times I'd walk into my room and find things missing. Collectible coins, trading cards. Eventually, I'd find all these treasures in Nick's room, And at the time, it was very frustrating, but looking back, it was one of the earliest signs of admiration and love. Nick has always had a very big heart. I don't think I've ever met anyone that didn't like him. And even in football games, he was always helping opposing players up from after the play. It was through sports where I began to truly admire my younger brother.
You know most of them.
His toughness and skill were obvious, but it was his dedication and commitment that really stood out. In high school, Nick carried on the Fehrenbach football legacy with pride, even wearing the same number that I wore, number 71. Now, I'll admit, I wasn't really sure what to expect when I heard Nick was dating someone. She was a little quiet and down to earth, but sweet and very smart. And as Nick and Sammy's love grew, so did our love for her. She quickly became part of our family, not just as Nick's partner, but also as another sister. As my kids know her as Auntie Sammy.
So, to clearly paint the picture for you, Sammy and I were an unlikely friendship. I was on the cheer team and loved things like Justin Bieber, One Direction, while Sammy was cracking skulls on the varsity lacrosse team.
She tried lacrosse at 7, 8 years old, and she comes back. How was it? Her eyes are this big. Oh my God, I found my sport, Dad. I found my sport. You can hit somebody with a stick and not get in trouble. It's my sport. That was Sam Bam after that.
As time went on, Sammy and I only grew closer and closer, and now she's been my sister to me even longer than she's been my sister-in-law. And I'm so incredibly lucky to have her in my life. You know this already, but she's gonna do this. She's gonna make fun of you for everything you do. But you can also guarantee that even in life's toughest moments, Sammy's gonna go out of her way to make you laugh. And what more could you want from a partner?
I miss the days of the old backyard, high school, even in college, when I had to wear a catcher's mitt, and she would fire the lacrosse, and I catcher's mitt, and we'd run around the backyard, and she'd throw it harder, can't you throw harder, What I call is the 3 H's: heart, hustle, and always hungry. She always is, and she continues to show that. You look a little different from your cross. Beautiful. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You look great.
Thank you.
I know.
What do we do?
Everybody likes Nick. You want to have a beer with Nick. Everybody likes Nick. So we first met Nick kind of at the UC Davis football game. And here's this long-haired beard. Okay, I went to Dan, longtime friend with Jake. What's Nick about? He said the words loyal, great guy, easygoing, solid as a rock. Okay, that's enough for me. So proud of you guys and looking to the future of where you guys are going and where you're going to be. And always will that Sammy and Nick are the perfect ones together. We've always said that.
You both give each other space to grow individually while moving forward together. It's a beautiful thing. Nick, we love you. You're calm, kind, and steady. Sammy is incredible, but let's be honest, a little stubborn. And you've understood her from the very beginning. I can't imagine anyone better for my sister, and I love you both so much.
Nick, your hard work and dedication instilled from you from a young age, they've really shaped you into the man you are today. Your love of football brought people into your life who helped mold you. If you had quit when the scales weren't tipped in your favor, you wouldn't have been able to play in high school. And if you hadn't committed to becoming the best version of yourself on and off the field, you wouldn't have played at UC Davis, and you wouldn't have met Sammy.
To making fun of Nick, to laughter in the rain,
To hiding things when necessary, and to a lifetime of love. Cheers.
All right, we did it.